Hello and welcome to my channel Tall Talks from a Short Lady. In this video, I'm going to be talking about sales letters. So first, I would like to start with the objectives of a good sales letter. Now, a sales letter is very effective in influencing or convincing the readers to purchase a new product or service. It can also introduce a new product or service into the market very effectively, and it can help to tap into potential customers and convert them to real-time customers. And as a result, it will help a company to expand either locally or globally. Moving on to the advantages of a sales letter. Now, there are many forms of advertisement a company can opt for, but most of these advertisements come at a price. For example, if you commission an audiovisual advertisement, it is one of the most expensive. If you're trying to buy airtime, it is expensive. Or if you're trying to buy space in a hoarding, even that is very expensive. But compared to all these forms of advertisement, a sales letter is the least expensive of all. Next, a sales letter can reach where a salesman physically cannot reach because sales letters can be spammed electronically at the click of a button. And as a result, a sales letter can reach more number of clients at the same time as compared to a physical salesman. So, if I put the advantages of a sales letter in a nutshell, I can say that sales letters are most convenient because they do not take a lot of time to compose. They're efficient as you can send it at the click of a button, and they're also more comprehensive in talking about your product in a very concise and precise manner. So now that we have looked at the objectives and advantages of a sales letter, I would like to talk about the 3 steps one has to follow when you sit to compose your sales letter. Now, step number 1 is to understand and profile the customers. The product or service that you have is not meant for everybody. So, for example, if you're traveling in the local trains of Bombay, you will notice that there are flyers stuck to the walls of the trains where some holy man promises to solve all your life problems. Now, they are targeting a certain kind of gullible customers who will actually fall for it, but maybe somebody like a skeptic like me is definitely not in their client list. So, we need to understand maybe what the customer is afraid of, maybe loss of life, falling sick and not having enough money to pay for the treatment. What are the top frustrations of customers? For example, in Bombay, I think the kind of travel time people spend just commuting to office and back is one of the top frustrations. Then what is it that people are angry about? Maybe the fact that the government is not doing a very good job about containing the COVID problem. Or what do customers desire the most? Everybody wants larger profits, everybody wants to save time, everybody wants to have a bigger house or a car. So once you understand the psyche of the customer, it is easier to pitch your product. Step 2 is you need to follow the holy commandment of any kind of sales. And I call this the holy commandment because if you fail in this, then you have failed in any kind of sales. So, don't try to sell something to a customer doesn't need. So why most of the door-to-door salesmen cannot convert a sale is because they open their speech with the good points of a product without understanding whether the customer needs the product or not. So, never ever start by expounding the greatness of your product and service. That's a sure shot way of losing your client. So, what do we do in order to convert a potential customer into a customer? We need to first find out if the customer has a need for your product. Your job is very easy if the customer in fact needs it. You don't have to put in more effort. But the real skills of a salesman come when a customer does not need your product. In that case, you need to create a need for your product. You need to create a niche for your product in the customer's life and then pitch in your product. And this can only be done once you start asking a few questions about what are the frustrations, desires, or fears of a customer. Now that we have looked at the 3 steps we need to consider before writing a sales letter, I would like to look at the 4 steps we need to follow while writing the sales letter. Now, this word AIDA is actually an acronym, and the A letter stands for grabbing the attention of the customer. I stands for creating an interest in the customer's mind for your service or product. The D talks about igniting a desire for your product where the customer wants your product to the exclusion of everything else. And the last one, A, talks about spurring the customer into taking some sort of action towards buying or availing of your service or product. The first one is to grab the attention of the customer, and this can be done with a very hard hitting lead paragraph where you go straight to the point and you offer an element of intrigue. Now, this can be done in 2 ways. The most common way is to open your letter with an intriguing question. For example, you can say something like, "Tired of coming home to a dirty house?" And I'm sure a lot of people are going through the same kind of problem because they're too busy to work and clean their house at the same time. Or the second way is to start your letter with a shocking statement, the difference being that the question ends with a question mark, whereas the statement ends with a full stop. So here is an example of a shocking statement. "I'm writing to you about your husband. There is no married woman on this earth who would refuse to read a letter which starts with a sentence like this because everyone would like to know what their husbands are up to." So the most common way is using a question, but that is a little overused. So a better way is to start with a shocking statement. Going to the second point, where you try to ignite an interest in the customer's mind for your product. Now, this can be done by telling the reader what you can do for them to make their lives better. Now, here I have 2 examples for you. For as little as $50, you can have your entire house clean and sparkling without enduring the nasty odor of chemical cleaners. You're telling them exactly what you can do to sort out their problems. The next example, we bring the classroom to you. This is a class where you can wear your pajamas to school and not get weird looks. So both of these examples highlight the benefits the customer will get if they avail of the services of this company. Coming to the third point, we need to drive the customer insane with desire for your product. And the letter should be able to create a desire to either eliminate the potential for any kind of future loss or the desire to gain something. For example, prestige, more time, more profits, etc. Now, this can be done by providing a compelling reason to buy from you instead of your competition. This is called as your USP or unique selling proposition. Now, it is a unique advantage customers get only if they buy from you. For example, Domino's became the market leader with their USP, which says that 30 minutes nahi to free. I'm going to take you through some commonly used USPs by many companies to gain the trust of the customers. Now, on the left-hand side of the screen, this is an advertisement from Lifebuoy and how they're talking about some survey. They're using some statistics to convince the customer that this is the best possible protection against germs they can get by mentioning the number 99.9% germ-free. Next one is celebrity endorsements. Most of us are very enamored of what celebrities do and we hang on to every word they say. So if they say that drinking Mountain Dew will make you stronger and braver, then there'll be a lot of people willing to do it. The third one is talking about how long a company has been there in business. If a company says established since 1929, then customers think that, oh, this company has been in business for a very long time, so which means their products are really good. Recently, I had gone to an eatery where they had written established since God knows when, just as a humorous take on the fact that they are a new eatery. Coming with the next example, you can give guarantees and warranties. For example, a company like Doc Martens or Levi's, they tell you that they're giving a lifetime warranty for your product, and if there is any manufacturing defect, they will exchange the product for you. Look at the next one. These are known as testimonials, where people talk about the benefits they have gained out of using the product. And if you watch these late night telebrand ads, you will understand what I'm talking about. The next one is when you're talking about being a bestseller in the market. If you go to Amazon, you will see most of the paperbacks have the word bestseller. Now, it's a little overused, but still people fall for this trick and they're willing to believe that the book that they're buying is actually a bestseller. I have one more for you here. It is talking about some body or authority which says that this product is good. Now, nobody in this world really knows what is IDA, but just because Colgate goes ahead and says that our toothpaste is IDA certified or accepted, we are very willing to believe what they are saying. Coming to the last point, where you galvanize the customer into taking some kind of immediate action, and this can be done by luring them and talking about not to make any delay, to take advantage of special prices and offers, or some early bird prices. Mintra has got this down to an art form where they have sales and they tell the customer that the sales will end in 30 minutes, which makes the customer go crazy with the desire to go and avail of whatever discounts they're going to get. So with that, I come to the end of this session. For other topics on communication, please refer to the description box below. The name of my channel again is Tall Talks from a Short Lady. And with that, I will say thank you and bye.